Are you ready for El Paso's first and longest running high school football show? This is the Borderland Blitz.
I hope you're ready. You heard the man. This is the Borderland Blitz, sponsored by Southwest University. Week 8 is here. District races beginning to take shape, but still a whole lot of football to be played.
And just now by Canutillo, they're off this week, but they're leading 2-5A at the moment, but right behind them, though, 4-0 Eastlake and 4-1 Del Valle. Just so happens those two teams, they're clashing this week.
Interesting.
It is our Borderland Blitz game of the week. We go to the sack for this one, where we had a bunch of good games this year. Would we get another one? The Falcons going all orange tonight. I like to think those are like the Color Rush unis, but high school version. So we pick it up early on. Adrian Vasquez splitting the defense, and good luck catching him. Way too fast. He gets in the end zone for the 6-0 lead, but Eastlake is going to answer right back. Quarterback Keith Lopez on the keeper, right into the end zone on his own for the 7-6 lead. So back and forth these two teams go. Vasquez, he loves to run the ball, breaks through the defense, finding the end zone, shedding off the tackles for the 14-7 lead. Eastlake, though, was down 13 when this play happens. This is Play of the Week nominee material. Ivan Avina runs into his own man on the kickoff. Not supposed to do that, but Ezekiel Jones picks it up, and he turns a mess of a play into something incredible. To the sideline, somehow sneaking past everyone. 91 yards for the kickoff return touchdown. Absolutely incredible. That man needs a little bit of oxygen. So we go ahead to the second half. Eastlake's Keith Lopez to Nathan Macias for the go-ahead score. So Del Valle, though, going to come right back yet again. Raymond Montes, the keeper of his own, looking like his older brother right here for the touchdown. But you can't forget about the PAT. And Eastlake going to take advantage right here as Del Valle is looking to tie it up. Wait, any moment now, I promise it's coming.
Anticipation is killing me.
And they block it.
It was worth the wait.
It was worth the wait. Eastlake regains the lead, still keeps the lead here, but currently, late fourth, Eastlake is leading by just 3 points, I believe. Del Valle is trying to drive down the field with about a minute left. We don't know the final score at the moment, but that is currently what's happening for our game of the week.
Oh, that game's definitely going to go final. I think unless they go to overtime during our show, so we will get that final score in just a few moments. Well, sticking in the same district, Hanks and Bel Air both desperately in need of victories to keep playoff hopes alive. For Hanks, it might already be over, but never say never. Bel Air hosting this one. Early on, it's Bel Air's Juan Nevarez taking the handoff from Isaac Ibarra, and Nevada scrambles, then throws it back to Ibarra for the 9-yard score, 7-0 Bel Air. Hanks responds, though. On fourth down from the Bel Air 17, Nick Reyes hits Nick Frey. He does the rest, ties this game up at 7 apiece, but Bel Air, they just keep coming at ya. After we take a look at the night there, Ibarra is going to scramble, then he's going to heave it 35 yards and finds John Diaz. Touchdown. Bel Air goes up 14-7. In the end, we can get a final score here.
Anticipation again.
Anticipation is killing me. That's another final score that we will bring you in a few moments. Oh, there it is, 55-23 Bel Air. Better late than never, as I always say.
That is very true. Now it's time now to bring in another member of our team. Adrian Ochoa is over in Northeast El Paso for another big matchup in District 2-5A. Parkland taking on Isleta. Adrian.
Well, these were two evenly matched teams. The Parkland Matadors came into the night with a 3-2 record in district play. The Isleta Indians were 2-2 in district. Let's take you to Parkland, where it was homecoming night for the Matadors. And you can't lose on homecoming night. And the Matadors, well, they weren't monkeying around. Already up 13-0 in the second quarter. Parkland quarterback A.J. Briggs will hit Patrick Sullivan on the slant and make two defenders miss right there. Finally gets taken down inside the 50. A couple of plays later, Briggs to a wide open Joshua Wells. And check out this move right here. That's it back. Oh, see you later. Stretches into the end zone. A nice play that was called back, though, because of an illegal man downfield, but no worries when you got the state's leading rusher on your team. Dion Hankins on the screen right here will get the Matadors in the red zone. And that will lead to this coming up. From 5 yards out, Briggs to Daquan Henderson in the end zone. Parkland up 20-0. And on their next drive, Briggs again on the slant, this time to Henderson. Run, Dequan, run! He's going to try to fight off the defender right there with the stiff arm, but he'd get taken down out of bounds. And Briggs, play action to Hankins, pass to Dequan Henderson. Dequan Henderson, welcome to End Zone City. The Indians just weren't into this one. Maybe the mascot was, but Parkland was on fire on this homecoming night. Matadors win in shutout fashion, 42-0. Isleta will take on Riverside next week, while Parkland will hit the road over to the blue turf in Cañatillo. The first place Eagles should be well rested. They were on a bye this week. Before I send it back to you guys, you all know I'm an Eastwood grad, and the Troopers were in the news today. Their field was vandalized overnight. School officials told us that about 30 to 40 students helped clean it up this morning. So to all those Troopers who helped out, I'd like to give you all a Trooper clap. Well done, Troop, on that.
Love it, Adrian. Thank you. We appreciate it. In Las Cruces, things got really interesting this week. We learned Oñate had to forfeit 4 games for fielding an ineligible player.
Knights actually have the week off, luckily for them. Time to, let all this dust settle. But Centennial Mayfield, they don't have the week off. A dream matchup that could only be played at the Field of Dreams. 2 schools meeting for the first time ever on the gridiron. The Hawks draw first blood. Quarterback Dante Lopez with the keeper finds the seam and scores from 11 yards out. Centennial grabs the early 7-0 lead. Then Lopez again hits pay dirt with a 3-yard run. That made it 20-0. I said 20-0 Centennial. Mayfield, though, finds some momentum in the late stages of the second quarter. Torrey Lachlan to Stephen Gay. Breaks a tackle there, and it's going to be a nifty 56-yard score to cut the game to a 27 ball game at the half. Trojans came out to play in the third quarter. Torrey Lachlan on the keeper. Right around the edge, racing 60 yards for the score, and all of a sudden we have a 20-14 ball game. Centennial comes right back. This is Joaquin Gutierrez for 50 yards, and the score puts the Hawks up 27-14. But the Trojans, they have heart. They score 2 touchdowns late in the third. And here late in the fourth quarter, it's Torrey Lachlan hits Gavin Swenson. The Aggies commit for if I'm reading this correctly, a 99-yard touchdown pass.
Play of the week nominee.
That's how you pad your stats. Trojans take the lead for the first time, 28-27, but this one's not over. Here is your hero of the game, backup quarterback Noah Bartlett drops back and finds Lance Frost from 45 yards away. Centennial pulls out the 35-28 victory, a signature win for the Hawks and their head coach Centennial. Again, 35.
I don't know about signature or anything like that, but I'm proud of our kids, and I know our kids are very happy because, they've been looked down upon by a lot of people in this town. So everyone talked all off season about that we can't play 6A and this and that, and we just got to keep pushing forward. We got to keep getting better. I'm proud of our kids.
Centennial played a little bit better than we did tonight. We got to find a way to get better, find a way to win. Our kids played their best. We got beat by a backup quarterback.
Yeah,
that's tough. But he did a good job. Made some good throws, clutch situations.
Coach Bradley, he's not too happy, but what a game!
For the record, I was not one of those people picking against Centennial early on. I knew they could compete in 6A. Well, let's go to 6A here in El Paso. America's 3-0 in district play. A big reason why is they have a guy named Josh Fields on their team. Fields was the second leading rusher in the entire state, entering the day trailing only another El Paso player, Deion Hankins of Parkland. Eastwood next in line to try to somehow slow down Fields and the Blazers. For highlights, we bring in a man who can never be stopped. Go ahead.
JC, if I remember correctly, whenever we play Madden together, it's kind of opposite. You're always stopped.
Luke, I somehow knew you'd bring that up. This game, however, looked like it was never going to stop. Even though we've all been talking about Americas and how good they look, we need to take a second and talk about Eastwood. They were angry coming into this game. They haven't gotten a hot start in district, standing at just 1-2, and last night their field was actually vandalized. So could they use that anger in their favor? In the first quarter, America's driving, the Blazers in the Wildcat formation, and it's a direct snap to Joshua Fields. The running back is going to follow his blocks and walks into the end zone. America's up 7-0. But their celebration would be short-lived because just 2 possessions later, punter Jose Contreras can't handle the snap. He loses his footing to give Eastwood a short field. In the red zone, Troopers quarterback Aguilar finds Ryan Barnhouse running the flat, and with a dive, he's into the end zone to tie the game at 7. The Troopers riding off their momentum. Aguilar looking downfield, and he has Bobby Menjares, who wins the foot race and is all alone going into the end zone. Eastwood up 14-7 at this point. Eastwood not done in the second quarter. Aguilar with time finds Barnhouse yet again in the end zone. Barnhouse would put Eastwood up 21-7 at that point, but that'd be the last time they scored all night. This game was a tight one, but Americas takes it 24-21. Things are definitely going to heat up in the next week as we have a big rivalry game between Americas and Montwood. And as for Eastwood, they'll have a good game next week as well when they take on Pebble Hills. Both those teams currently stand at 1-3. Luke, Trevor, back to you.
All right, JC, thank you. We appreciate it. And a quick score update. Del Valle just topped Eastlake 38-35, so it seems that with that minute left they had remaining, they drove down the field, got a touchdown with almost no time left in the clock, and Eastlake couldn't bounce back.
That game was the game of the week for a reason,
yeah.
Obviously.
We picked it right. We got it right.
We did. Good for us.
Pat on the back.
Well, Pebble Hills still looking for its first win ever in district play at the varsity level. Remember, this is their first year playing varsity. Anyway, a great chance against Socorro to steal one tonight.
To do it, though, they'd have to win on Socorro's home turf. We pick it up in the first quarter. Bulldogs, Nicholas Reyes and the Wildcat. And talk about perfect blocking. 55 yards for the score. Socorro will take the 7-zip lead, but later in the second quarter, it's going to be Pebble Hills, Orlando Puig off the play action, and it was such a good play action. He actually got a photographer who has no idea where the ball is until right there as he watches, as we all watch, Justin Wolf sprint into the end zone. You think he might get caught, but it's not going to happen for the touchdown, and Pebble Hills wins big, 54-26.
Watch out for them in the next few years, I'm telling you. Well, watch out for Montwood this season. They've won 4 in a row. One of the hottest teams around, looking to make it 5 straight as they took on Coronado, but Coronado came out swinging. First quarter, Julian Madrid to the outside. Madrid finding room, breaking tackles. Eventually finds Pedro. That was an 80-yard touchdown run early on. It's 7-0 T-Birds. Then more from the T-Birds ground game in the second quarter. It's Daniel Stevens, the short run. 14-0 Coronado, but they're not done. Later in the second, it's Angelo Donatelli to Garrett Slaughter. Coronado took a 21-0 lead at the half, but this is like an M. Night Shyamalan movie because there's a twist ending. Montwood actually roared back to win 30-23 using a 30-2 run in the second half.
M. Night Shyamalan, he's a good director. Remember the movie Signs?
Of course, I love
with
Signs.
The alien and the hand on the door.
Sixth Sense, and then he kind of trailed off after that. But those were two good movies.
Kind of got weird at the end, but it was good. Ken O'Teal, they might have the week off, but their biggest fan does not. That would, of course, be Adrian Medina, who joins us now. Adrian.
Hey, guys. I got my little helper here, my daughter Isabella. She's going to help me actually give away 2 $25 gift certificates later on in the show, but I need you guys to go right now on the KVIA.com, on your mobile phone, on your laptop, whatever. Sign in, register now, enter as many times as you guys want, and we will give away 2 $25 gift certificates later on in the show. Back to you guys.
All right, well, still a whole lot more to come on the Borderland Blitz, including a ferocious matchup between Bears and Tigers.
It has to be Bowie and El Paso. That's coming up. And we cannot forget about the cheerleaders.
Hi, I'm Shireen. I'm representing the Parkland cheerleaders. Hi, I'm Natalie, and this is Kristen, and we represent the Eastlake cheerleaders. Keep it right here for the Borderland Blitz. The war of the week is next.
Get into gear and enroll at Southwest University's Automotive and Diesel Technology program. With an 85% employment rate, you can get a job in no time. That's a lot more than the guys with a pretty toolbox can say. In just 15 months, our ASC certified instructors will help you earn your automotive or diesel degree. Compare all you want. 80% hands-on training and 20% classroom. Our 85,000 square foot garage now has hydraulic systems and construction machinery training for those higher paying jobs. Call now, 778-4001. Southwest University makes you happen.
We're from Viva Dodge, and we sell new Ram trucks. We're the other guys, and we sell new Ram trucks too. But we give our customers hats, keychains, and Monopoly. Well, when you buy a new Ram truck from Viva Dodge, we'll give you one of these.
Get an ATV with any new Ram purchase or 30% off MSRP on select Ram trucks.
It's basically the same thing. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not.
Viva Dodge, I-10 and Lee Trevino. It's a new day, a fresh start, because Time Warner Cable is now Spectrum.
redefining what a cable company can be, bringing you thousands of on-demand choices, crystal clear HD picture and sound, and more ways to watch than ever before. Welcome to America's fastest growing TV, internet, and voice provider. Welcome to Spectrum.
America's cheerleaders, and you're watching the Borderland Blitz.
They are correct. You're watching the Borderland Blitz, sponsored by Southwest University. You know, Luke, earlier we were talking about teams who are sort of on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. Horizon and Riverside are two of those teams.
Let's go right to the highlights if we can. To Riverside facing Horizon. The Scorpions actually leading 10-0 in the first half thanks to this tough defense, as quarterback Cesar Garcia is going to get drilled for the sack, so that 10-0 score is still intact. So jump ahead to the third quarter. The Ranger defense coming up big themselves. Recovering the fumble, the snap deep in Horizon territory, so here they have a chance. Later, big Alonzo Borja punches it in to put the Rangers on the board, 10-7. It's not going to be a shutout, and Horizon wins this one big, 31-7. So, you know, whenever you got to face an undefeated team, you know it's not going to be easy. Chapin, perfect at 6-0, taking on a 3-4 Irvin squad.
The Rockets coming off a brutal 62-0 loss to Andrews, so a win would go a long way to helping them forget that one. The Huskies looking to make it 7-0, while the Rockets just hoping to keep it close. First drive for Chapin, exactly what you would expect. Anthony Bear can't find anyone, so he rushes outside for the easy score and the 7-zip lead. Second drive, let's make it 2 for 2. Baird this time to Ryan Wilson, a former Sweet Play of the Week winner. Pass two defenders right into the end zone. Chapin wins big, 49-0. They get the shutout. As for the Bowie Bears, they lost to that impressive Chapin team last week, losing their own undefeated record.
But a chance to bounce back against El Paso High. Not an easy task either, as the Tigers 4-2 on the year. 100 years of excellence for the Tigers, and could they be excellent for this game? Well, it's an excellent run right here for Josh Hidalgo of Bowie. With the Bears leading 3-0 early, he picks up the first down and then some, and the Bears... Look at that truck stick. That does not feel like it felt good for the defender. The Bears would score later in the drive. It's Justin Mendoza finding his way into the end zone. So the Bears leading 10-0 in the second, but here comes El Paso High. We said it wasn't going to be easy. Down 3, the screen pass to Nicolas Porras. He's going to get hit, but it doesn't stop him. He still stays on his feet. No easy task bringing him down. A big, big gain for the Tigers, and Porras going to be rewarded for his efforts just a few plays later. How about we give him a score? I think that would be fitting. Up the gut. There you go. It was like foreshadowing for the touchdown. The Tigers take the 13-10 lead. In the end, though, the Bears come back to top the Tigers 34-27. Billy, they're back to their winning ways. And the Jefferson Silver Foxes hoping to get back to 500 in district play, visiting the 4-2 Andrews Eagles. Jeff already trailing 26-zip, but Michael Munoz scampers into the end zone to at least put the Silver Foxes on the board, but the Eagles just too much. Following drive, Dorian Lewis powers his way up the middle for the score to increase the lead, and the Eagles, they soar start to finish 54-14.
How about the Burgess Mustangs and the Austin Panthers? Austin still searching for win number 1 on the year. There they get a touchdown, but it's a little too late. It's 55-21 at that point, Burgess. Then Burgess from the 8-yard line, Michael Amazaga gets the ball for the score. 62 points for Burgess on the evening. They win 62-28.
Fabins 1-6 on the year. A big challenge tonight as they hosted 6-1 Andrews. Second quarter, quarterback Jacob Campos drops back with plenty of time, and he hits Alex Varela for the 30-yard touchdown. So still in the second quarter, Alex Varela yet again. Wait for it. He is open, and he gets into the end zone for his second score of the night. Andrews, they win big, 68-6.
All right, how about those Clint Lions? 6-0 taking on 3-3 Mountain View. The perfect record on the line. Second quarter, Mountain View. Their quarterback Pierre Robles decides to take it himself. Time for the 2-point conversion attempt. Robles going to pick up the low snap, rolls left and finds Leo Portillo. But Clint, they would respond like they always do from the 1-yard line. It's Marco Martinez. Finds pay dirt. Clint still undefeated, 30-8 the final.
So how about Cathedral? They hit the road to take on San Antonio, to take on Antonio Prep, but it's not the result they wanted as they lose in a shutout, 49-0.
That's a really tough team, though, over there in San Antonio.
It is. So it is now time, what we all have been waiting for at home, what I've been waiting for all week, Trevor.
It is week 8 of the War of the Week with Brittany Carlock and Amy Solis. Let the battle begin.
What's up, guys? I'm Brittany Carlock, and right now we're at Parkland High School for 2 brand new teams making their appearance for the War of the Week. And back with me today is Amy Solis. She has our first team.
Hey guys, I'm here with the Isleta cheerleaders. Indians, are you ready?
And I'm cheering for the Parkland Matadors. I know it's their homecoming, and I know they want to make their school proud. So to my right, we have the Parkland Matadors.
Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
You guys won the War of the Week. How does it feel?
It feels great. Now let's see what the boys can do out in the field. Let's go, Indians!
Well, there you guys have it. The Isleta Indians take it for the War of the Week. We'll see how they do on the field. For now, that's it for us tonight. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, ladies. Always a good finish. But you know what was even better? Our sweet play of the week with Isleta's Damian Solis. We hand out the cupcakes. Now it's time to break down the play to see how it all unfolded.
All right, so I'm back to break down the sweet play of the week winner. For last week, it was quarterback Damian Solis of Isleta. And when you need a game-tying touchdown, who do you call on but yourself? That's exactly what Solis is going to do in this play here. Let's take a quick look at it. Now, this obviously starts off as kind of a bad play. You got a free rusher right here, only one escape route. So what is Solis going to do? Well, he's going to do the only thing he can. Run to the outside. He gets to the original line of scrimmage, can't throw the ball anymore, so he's got no choice but to tuck it and run it. That's exactly what he does. One man to beat, not exactly the best tackling for him. Solis will take advantage and find pay dirt for the game-tying touchdown, and that is how you win. Sweet play of the week.
Trevor, thanks. Well, we all know it's called the Sweet Play of the Week for a reason. Solis earning the winning cake plus cupcakes for the entire squad. Trust me, the box was empty before practice even started. And finally, Solis signing our Blitz footballs. Each winner signs them, and one will go to the winner of the Play of the Year at season's end.
Score a touchdown before halftime. Take the lead. That was just the main thing of the game, and luckily it came out of my hands, and just I used my feet. As coach always tells me, if nothing's there, utilize the feet and try to score and make a play.
And yes, we got to try the cupcake here in the studio, and it was as good as they look. Don't go anywhere because we still have more after the short break coming up. We'll head over to Anthony. The 6-1 Wildcats hosted the Eagles. Highlights on our lucky Jack in the Box winners in the next 95 seconds.
Change has never been more powerful. We're rolling out our capable new lineup during Nissan's Year of the Truck and SUV event, featuring the all-new Titan and Titan XD with America's best truck warranty. 5 years, 100,000 miles, bumper to bumper. Take on any job. Get to Nissan now for big savings. Save up to $11,000 on Titan XD, the Texas Auto Writers Association's 2016 Truck of Texas.
If it looks this good on me, just think how good it will look on her.
That was me 12 years ago. It won't look that good on me now, but I guarantee it will still look great on her. We have thousands of pieces of beautiful jewelry, and all of them will look great on her. El Paso, this is my town. I'm Randy Johnson, and I want to be your jeweler.
The New Mexico State Aggies hit the road to take on the Idaho Vandals in a crucial Sun Belt Conference matchup. See the game live Saturday at 3 p.m. on the El Paso Las Cruces CW.
Weather and traffic, they affect you every day. Now, ABC7 gives you weather and traffic together. Get weather and traffic together weekdays when your clock says 7 on ABC7's Good Morning El Paso. And get weather and traffic together anytime on the KVIA Storm Track Weather and Traffic app. Search KVIA in the App Store or Google Play.
Welcome back to the Borderland Blitz. We aren't finished just yet. Time now for highlights of Anthony and the Eldorado Eagles. We both aren't from Texas, so we're kind of unsure how for the pronunciation of the school, but I think we got it,
I thought everyone pronounced it Eldorado, like the school here, but apparently there's a town called Eldorado. It's one of the most commonly mispronounced towns in the United States. So, Anthony and Eldorado. Here we go. Keep in mind, Anthony 6-1 entering this game, and early on it's Anthony's J. Ray Hernandez. J. Ray making the play, finding pay dirt. Anthony goes up 10-0 over Eldorado. Then more from Anthony. Going to be taking a look at Isaiah Barago. 15-yard pass to their basketball superstar, Brian Awu. Going to be calling his name a lot this basketball season, by the way. Awu does it all on the gridiron, on the court. Anthony wins huge in this one, 61-0, the final.
Two teams looking for first win in the district play. We go ahead between Hobbs and Gadsden. In the third quarter, it's Gavin Hardison with the 20-yard strike to Casson Clay, not just for the first down, but for the touchdown. What a grab at that, as Hobbs would take the 42-6 lead, so we jump ahead still later in the third. Hobbs is actually going to get on the board yet again. 20 yards for the score, as we're about to see here. They would actually take the 49-6 lead. They would add on one more score after that, weaving all over the field for the touchdown. Hobbs wins big, 56-6.
All right, some more scores for you. Roswell, a 2-touchdown victor tonight over Alamogordo.
And Socorro High out of New Mexico taking on Hatch Valley, and Hatch Valley wins 54-26.
And Van Horn gets a victory tonight. They were on the right side of a 61-30 ball game.
Tornillo in Great Creek. Tornillo struggling with the points tonight as they fall. They get 54-2. At least they got a safety, though.
More like Grapes of Wrath Creek.
I like that.
All right, well, coming up tomorrow, Saturday, we've got Carlsbad taking on Las Cruces. We will have highlights, of course, on our 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. sportscasts.
And time to get back to a game from yesterday, the moon shining bright. Thursday night at the Sack for Franklin and Eldorado. Early on, it's Cedarius Barfield for the Aztecs on the keeper. He does it every single game for the first touchdown of the game. And they would score plenty more. Barfield up top to the D1 commit, Tyquez Hampton, who had 6 touchdowns on the evening. You get 6 touchdowns in any game, you got to play D1 football. They win easily, 69-14.
He was going to Wazoo and changed his commitment to Utah. So, Utes got a good one, though.
Yeah, that's true. We got 2 Pac-12 players now, Steven Montez and Hampton.
Tyquez Hampton. Yeah. Well, we have a good one in our own Adrian Medina. Adrian, were you just checking the Canutillo game? Canutillo's off this week. What are you doing, man?
Bye week. That's why my daughter's here. She's a great Canutillo fan. But what we're going to do right now, we're actually going to show some picks before we actually give away some Jack in the Box gift certificates. So let's go to the screen. We actually got this from Bel Air Cheer. Great cuties out there, obviously in pink. We got this from Terry Clapsaddle over at Andress. Some great Friday Night Lights. I mean, you got to love this stuff. We got another one from Annette Gonzalez. Terry Clapsaddle, another great picture. Now, let's go and give away our Jack in the Box gift certificates. And our winners are, this was actually one of her selections, Monica Vidal, 79932, and Lauren Ferris, 79930. Congratulations, guys. You're watching the Borderland Blitz. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys back after the break.
The day may end, but our work is never done. There's always something out there we can improve or evolve or flat out invent. The thing is, we want it more, better, faster, just like you. It comes with the territory. And this is big new territory. Time Warner Cable is now Spectrum. Redefining what a cable company can be with crystal clear HD picture and sound. Faster internet speeds. And over 90,000 employees working hard every day to earn your business. Welcome to America's fastest growing TV, internet, and voice provider. Welcome to Spectrum.
Not all truck months are created equal. Viva Chevy has the largest selection of 2016 Silverados in El Paso. That's why we're giving you $12,633 off MSRP on the 2016 Chevy Silverado Texas Edition. Truck month doesn't mean the little guys get left out at Viva Chevy. Take home the 2016 Chevy Sonic for only $11,999. 2016 Chevy Camaro, $10,000 off MSRP. Plus, for every new vehicle purchase, Viva Chevy will donate to the American Cancer Society in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Only at Viva Chevy, 5915 Montana at Bassett Place. Find new roads. Think Viva. Viva Chevy.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the scores from Week 8. Marlwood getting that comeback victory over Coronado, 30-23. It's Pebble Hills getting the W. Del Valle getting the last-second comeback win. America has a close W over Eastwood, 24-21. Eldorado wins big, as well as Parkland.
All right, more teams that ended up on the right side. Bel Air and Bowie, as well as Andress, big wins. Burgess, Chapin, and Horizon, all with victories tonight as well.
Andrews getting the big win over Fabian, 68-6. Antonio Prep, 49-0. Centennial getting the W. Clint as well. Anthony and Hobbs.
And Van Horn, Victor, Roswell, Grape Creek beating Tornillo, Hatch Valley beating Socorro out of New Mexico.
And we got to say goodbye to one of our favorite photags of all time, Ed Lightbourne. We're going to miss you. He's heading back to Houston. He's leaving us here. I can't believe he would leave us like that. I appreciate all the Snapchats. He's let me mess around with them. He's been a good guy.
Gonna miss it, Ed, but I know you like Houston, so we hope you do well.
That's a look at the Blitz for this week. We'll see you back next week for Week 9. Thanks for joining us.